When did taking a picture of a stranger turn into a deep form of artistic expression? Is it a way to capture someone's true self, or does it simply take advantage of them for art? In our image-driven world, can photography still create real connections, or has it become just another way for us to consume and showcase? These questions have made me think about the ethics of snapping photos and the reasons behind it. Are we artists or just intruding on others' lives? I have been practicing street photography for years, and lately I have been asking myself some uncomfortable questions about my work. Am I actually creating meaningful art, or am I just another photographer with a camera hunting for aesthetically pleasing moments while convincing myself I am documenting something really profound? This isn't me pointing fingers from some artistic high ground. I'm right there in the trenches with everyone else, guilty of most of the things I'm about to discuss. After studying the work of street photographers who are genuinely making meaningful art, photographers whose work actually changes how we see the world around us, I have realized we might all be lying to ourselves about what we are really doing in street photography at the moment. The most quoted concept in street photography is the words of Cartier-Bresson, decisive moments, which refers to the exact fleeting instant when all the elements of a scene come together in a perfect, meaningful, and often spontaneous way to create a powerful and aesthetically pleasing image. It's about capturing that precise fraction of a second where the visual composition and unfolding event reach their peak, resulting in a unique, never to be repeated moment that tells a story and reveals the essence of the situation. We have all heard that. I have heard that. We all chase it, but we completely misunderstood what made his work matter. We obsess our technical perfection, perfect timing, and visual drama, and then we think we have captured something profound. But here is what I realized. Cartier-Bresson's photographs were not meaningful because of their composition. His and many other photographers' renowned photos were meaningful because they documented actual pivotal moments in history and human experience with genuine purpose. That's important. Most of us, myself included, mistake aesthetic moments for meaningful ones. We photograph because something looks cool, not because it says something important. We have turned the decisive moments into a purely visual exercise rather than a tool for genuine social documentation. So, here is a question. Are we just extracting from other people's lives? This is the part that makes me most uncomfortable about my own practice these days. How often do we walk through neighborhoods we don't live in, photographing people whose names we do not know, creating content from their lives without giving anything back? I have done this countless times. I have captured what I thought were powerful images of people struggling, people working. Did those people get anything out of it? And the answer is nothing. Not even the courtesy of me asking for their names or striking a conversation. When our street photography consists primarily of photographing people who look different from us, live differently than us, or struggle in ways we don't, are we creating art, or are we just creating content from other people's existence? I have been trying to change this in my own practice. Instead of just taking photos and walking away, I have started actually talking to people, learning their names, asking about their work, their age, their stories. Sometimes I even go back to print photos for them, giving them something tangible from our interaction. It's a small gesture, I am fully aware of that, but it transforms the dynamic from extraction to exchange. And honestly, these conversations often reveal stories far more interesting than what I could capture in a single frame. And recently, my trip to poverty-struck Madagascar really opened my eyes. I couldn't just take photos and call it art. I ended up creating a documentary film for my channel, primarily to raise funds, and I have been posting pictures to highlight social awareness about the conditions I witnessed. If you have reached this far, thank you for listening to me. Now, let's discuss social media. I have seen many young photographers say, I am taking it vertically for Instagram. Will this image work on Instagram? Does it fit the aesthetic of my feed? Will it get likes? It seems to me that we are no longer seeking meaningful moments. We are seeking moments that will generate engagement. And the algorithm has taught us exactly what works. High contrast photos, black and white with dramatic lighting, obvious symbolism, and subjects that fit neat categories of interesting or exotic. The same visual formulas, the same subject matter, the same pretensions to depth. But is it really art or depth? We are doing what we think serious street photography should look like, rather than actually doing the work of authentic documentation. So, here are 5 hard questions we need to ask ourselves. Why am I photographing this person in this place at this moment? If your answer is because it looks cool or because I am practicing, you are using other people's lives as raw material for your hobby. What am I giving back to the communities I document? If your answer is nothing, you might be operating on an extraction model rather than a documentation model. Would I be comfortable if someone photographed me and my family the way I photograph strangers? This one hits different when you really think about it. Am I challenging viewers to think differently about the world, or just giving them pretty pictures to scroll past? If I stripped away all the Instagram likes and the algorithm rules, would I still take the photograph? This question reveals whether you are photographing for meaning or for metrics. Moving on. So, to me, here is what meaningful street photography actually looks like. After studying photographers who are doing genuinely impactful work, I have noticed some patterns. They don't just capture moments, they build relationships. They don't just document communities, they become part of them. They don't just please the eye, they engage the conscience. I came across a photographer from Bangladesh named GMB Akash, whose work really caught my attention. What struck me was how his work genuinely serves these communities. He is not just documenting poverty for aesthetic impact. His work is really good, but he is using his platform to raise awareness and support for the people he photographs. You can check his Instagram profile out and Patreon in the description below to see how he is creating a model where street photography actually gives back to the communities it documents. Their photography serves a purpose beyond personal artistic expression. Most importantly, I want to be clear here. I'm not saying we should stop capturing those spontaneous moments that fascinate us. People watching is an incredibly compelling subject. It's therapeutic for me personally in many ways. Those human moments, the candid gestures, the way light falls across someone's face, these are all valid parts of the human experience worth documenting. Many years from now, actually, you and I will look back on them and feel nostalgic, value them more, and remember how humans once lived. But then, what's the path forward for all of us, including myself? The streets, in my opinion, are full of genuinely meaningful stories waiting to be told, but they require more than quick captures and clever compositions. Here are some practical ways to make our street photography more meaningful. Firstly, build context through storytelling. Become a storyteller. Let's say you come across a street vendor. Take a series of photos showing his work, his hands, and the environment that he works in. Engage with him and know more about him and his story. Number 2, Write captions that go beyond just describing what's in the frame. Research the neighborhoods you are photographing. Understand the economic, social, or cultural forces that shape what you are seeing. Number 3, follow subjects over time. You can also collaborate with your subjects. Ask people what they'd like the world to know about their lives, their work, their community. Number 4, if you are documenting social issues, connect your audience to organizations or causes that are working on solutions. When I went to Madagascar, I actually met my friend Kamran Ali, or Kamran on Bike. He has a great social presence on Instagram, and he has connected his audience to his work and the people that he is supporting. And also he has collaborated with organizations and direct people towards those organizations so that people of Madagascar can be helped. Number 5, you can also give back to the communities you document, whether it's through prints, donations, volunteering your skills, or simply amplifying their voices. If we want our street photography to matter, we need to start by examining our own motivations. Are we photographing people because we are genuinely interested in their stories, or because they fit our aesthetic vision? Are we contributing something valuable to the communities we document, or just extracting from them? I'm still trying to figure this all out myself. I am still guilty of many of the things I've spoken about. But I think the first step towards creating meaningful work is admitting that our street photography might not be as profound as we would like to believe. I'm going to end this with a very harsh question. I'm asking myself this question, and I want you to think about it too. Could it be time for me to stop calling myself a street photographer and start identifying as a person with a camera who is still learning how to use it meaningfully? Do not forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. I will see you in the next one.